Oh, as it's evening, come by well. Alright, so I'll look to get into this really quickly. Not because I want it over, just, yeah. But I've spared you the opening the box, and because I haven't prepared it, or is it? But I want to quickly just cover something else. I did a video, well, the last one actually, isn't it? About doing UK layout and the rules for doing it, and yes, quite pleased with those rules. Must admit, to a degree, I'm very conflicted. On the side, to a degree, I'm sort of like not really that feeling that much anymore. I'm going to dig it tomorrow. Hair, sorry. Going to dig it tomorrow, and going to be seeing Beachy Head, Pendennis Castle Trojan, and a large prairie. I think this is the theme. Yeah. So earlier start in the morning. Wow, I've just turned it off and it's already starting to warm up in here. How is it that warm outside still? You know, we're approaching 9 o'clock at night. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I'm not already feeling that I sort of enjoying train sim, and I might just leave it there for a bit, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But even the shunting plank, I'm not sure, but those would be the rules were I to do one. I suppose that's the main thing. Anyway, down to the layout now. Of course, Model Rail Crew is coming up on the 31st. Opens at 11 to the public, so it'd be great to see you there if you're coming along. The layout will be there. I've been trying to work out what to bring, and I'm thinking about Shinkansen. As most people, that's what they want to see. when they commented on the old live streams and that, most of the people that know me, that's what they wanted to see. So maybe Shinkansen will reign supreme on the on Surinamichi for the day. But hey, you know, we'll see what I take. I'm not planning on taking too much. It's a one-day show, and I don't want to be having a lot to unbox, put in and out of the car, as well as the layout as well. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm thinking about the two Shinkansen, really, because yeah. Right. Okay, so on to the meat of today, and the thumbnail you've already seen. We had a delivery this week from Japan, a micro Ace A2233. This is an EF13, and it's number 11. Really nice thing is it shouldn't fall out because it's a pain to get in out of this. There it is. Let's see, is that nice and close, mate? Peering over to make sure it's actually there. Okay, so it's an electric locomotive. Now this one is, you may see it's got a platform sort of here with the brake handle on it. And it's missing at that end, so that's how it came, unfortunately. But what can you do? A little bit of plastic card, another handbrake thing. Yeah, I'm sure I can manufacture that. Now, this loco, I was debating whether to say this or not, but this loco does break my rules. What rules are those? I mean, we've covered this, not a UK thing, so what rules does it cover? Well, tell you what, let's go down to the track. We'll get it on there, and you can see you see it while I explain. Now, to get this, if you do pick one of these up, to get it out of the box, you actually lift the whole foam insert. It does give you instructions on the card in the end. Also, make sure you support it underneath. I thought I'd better show this quickly, and then you can just slide it out. Okay, but yeah, it's got a die-cast body, which is interesting. It's usually micro Ace. I have a plastic one on all my other trains. Plastic ones, there's a hell of a lot of weight in this locomotive. So yes, anyway, we'll get it on the track and get you down there to see it. See you now. Right, So here you are, trackside, and I'm just going to pop it on now. Just looking here. Like I'm going to have to make a converter wagon for that one. Just looking at the couplings. Right. So it's on. I'll try and minimise the amount of time I'm crossing so you don't get the big shadow sort of there. Clouds going past. I realise actually I haven't raised the pantographs yet at all. Great, it's just derailed it. That's not professional, is it? Who's trying to be professional? It's a model railway YouTube channel. Done for fun. Right, because one of the great things is these days is I've actually managed to get the trees so that they don't interfere with the pantographs now. So here it is. I'm just going to quickly take a couple of pictures there, because now you'll recognise that's the thumbnail. So here it is, EF13 number 11. Now, what rules is breaking? Shall we cover that quickly? Okay, let's do it. So basically, my rule, some of you may know already, some of you may not. My rule is I have nothing I do not model any period leading up to or during the Great International Misunderstanding Part 2. For those who not quite catching my drift there, just to make sure we're clear, World War II. Now obviously for Japan and things in that region, things started much earlier. There's big debates as to exactly when you count the start of the Second World War because of the stuff that Japan was involved with in China against Russia and the sort of Soviet Union at the time and all that as well. And obviously it wasn't a very nice period. A lot of people did very, very evil things. And so I just stay clear of it, and that's why I'm strictly post World War II. Okay. I have locos built before the war, but they were operating still after the war. So like D51-200, my favourite D51, my favourite steam engine of all time, it was built in the 30s. Actually took a US naval shell to the boiler during the Second World War, and so that's how we know the boiler was in the original one, at least. It's definitely not on this one. But it worked through the post-war right through to the end of steam, and obviously still works today. So that's how that works. This one kind of breaks it a little bit. Now it doesn't, I guess, because these were built in 1944. So this is a wartime locomotive, and it's showing the constraints of building a locomotive in wartime. It's really, really cut back, so it's back to the bare minimum. That's why you have the platform here, and that tree is just in the way, but you've got the handbrake post here outside. Whereas for those who know the other box cab electrics I've got, or you'll certainly see some in future videos, there's a couple ordered for later in the year, you'll see those. There's a lot more metalwork for the body and stuff like that. So this is a wartime condition locomotive. Now I have no doubt, because things didn't happen overnight, it's a trap that a lot of us modelers fall into, is, oh, you know, I don't know, here in the UK, British Railways came to being on this day, and overnight every coach became blood and custard, every wagon became grey or bauxite. You know, it didn't happen that way. We know it didn't happen that way. Every locomotive was repainted. It took a long time, and there's some things even right by the 60s. There was a Super D at Bescott Yard, shunting that still had LMS on the tender. So, you know, so yeah, so no doubt in my mind that there was probably one of these at least. Whether it was this one or not, I don't know. But I'd probably guarantee there was at least one of these running around still in this condition in the late 40s into the 50s at least, because, you know, and that's when this layout set is the late 40s. Even almost immediately post-war, sort of 48, 49 I think it is set. It's when My Neighbor Totoro is set. It is post the Second World War. But yeah, so that's basically, you know, that's why it breaks my rule a little bit. Now, and obviously it sort of does because, as I say, you know, it's spent. But anyway, so what were they built for? These were built for heavy freight work. Again, alluding to its wartime birth, but obviously a heavy freight electric is not something unusual. It's not something unique to military. So, it is a heavy freight loco. I don't know if it's been represented before in model form in this thing. I do have. I'm fairly certain. I've got EF15s. I'm pretty sure I've got an EF13 in its later form. Yes, I have. Which I'll actually try and show you quickly, just to give the difference in how they look later in life. And you'll see the differences here. Quite handy actually. So here is the EF13. You see the bodywork is. So I can just keep it shot. I really don't want to do it. There we are. You can see the body difference is quite substantially there. You know, it comes, hang on, if we zoom out. There we are. So we can see the differences there. They are both EF13s. But, of course, only the other one is a much later build / a rebuild. And it's quite funny because that's number 12, so it would be a rebuild, I'm guessing, if number 11 looked like that. But yes, so that's basically what they were built for and how they ended up looking. Yes, as I say, it's a freight locomotive, so we need to get a freight train behind it shortly. The nice thing is this is already running. I don't have to go away and you know, we can literally get a train behind it right now. So let's do that. Now I'm going to pull out this one. So I find out that this is one of the ones I've converted the couplings on already. But yes, I'm going to have to look at what to do with the couplings on this. Yeah, so you notice we have got another freight train behind it. That's actually from a previous running session I was doing on my own. Wouldn't you know it? Fortunately, I've got my useful brake van that I use as a converter wagon in a minute, so I really should make another converter one that's just a normal freight car or something. Right, put that down there. I could just pick another setup, but I don't want to. Don't want to muck about too much. Let's just, you know, get the train running. It's not pulled a train yet, so this is. Yeah, I like the headlight. The headlight's nice and bright. A bit of a jerky start there, wasn't it? But yeah. Okay. Okay, so now I can take the railer out of the way. And putting my finger on there, let's just raise that pantograph back up again. And take it away. So it's quite a lot of power to get it moving. But it's a reasonably quiet runner. Not a cordless motor. And there we go. So, I was going to reposition you a little bit so you get another couple of shots. And we'll start off the other train though in the meantime. So let's get that underway. So this is just a container train, Monday container train obviously. Nice shot of that coming past. And on the other train it is a Kato DD51. Let's let that come past the net on this beautiful preview. It's from an anime, it doesn't quite count as much as a real life object, but okay, right, do a couple of different shots. Finally, one of my favourite shots. The demon infested inn there, with the demon slayers about to go in. And here it comes, the EF13 from Micro Ace. Well, that's a wrap really, isn't it? Yeah, very pleased with it. It runs nicely. It sounds a little bit grindy, but I think that's because the way it's reverberating through the body a bit. Obviously, I don't have many metal-bodied locos, so it's not something that sound I'm used to, but no, it runs very nice. Let's have a look how they're doing the couplers on that to Knuckles. Comes with no accessories or anything like that, but no, it's cost a little bit more than some models, not as much as one later in the year will from Tonics, but yeah, it's a good solid locomotive, and it'll be good to see it putting freight trains on here for a while to come. So one of the plans, it's not going to happen before Crew, one of the plans is now to get some overhead catenary set up around the layout as well. It will have a gap between the bridge and the level crossing over there, because that, as you show, that's where I put trains on and off. And also I want to leave that spot open for putting trains on and off here as well. It means leaning over to do most of them, but you know. Well, I'm thinking possibly have some removable in the station area I can take off and on here. If I just have the holes in or something, I'll figure it out. But yes, because now I can run trains with their pantographs up, locomotives and that trains with the pantographs up. It seems silly not to. And in Totoro, the train you see is an electric, overhead wire electric, so it's in keeping. Alright, so that's something I'll be looking at in the future. So it won't be done by Crew. But yes. Anyway, till next time, which I think will now be possibly it will be possibly if I manage to do a video of any of the other layouts at Crew. If not, it will be the running video where you won't see me. You'll just have all the running clips from May. And yeah, as I say, there's a special one in there definitely that has a real train in it. So yeah, look forward to that one. Anyway, so till the next video where I witter at you again. Arigato gozaimasu. Take care all. Always remember to have fun. And sayonara. Bye all. Sayonara, bye all. Whatever. We'll go with it. Take care.